Welcome back to the channel, guys. Austin with Gun and 60 Detailing. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And yes, I know I lost a battle with a razor on my chin. It's okay. It was yesterday, but it's still having some issues with it. I was sent some products from Lithium Auto Elixirs, and we're going to be trying some of their products today. Let me share with you guys what they've sent me, but they're an awesome brand. I've used their Inner Space interior cleaner before. I'll have a review coming out on that. I have their ceramic slam that I needed to do a review on, but they actually just sent me their Hyper Cleanse. So this is an all-surface, all-purpose cleaner, and I'm gonna put it to the test. We're gonna try it on so many different things. They also gave me this product, which everybody's been raving about. It is their lithium trim cubes, and so I'm excited to give those a try as well. But in today's video, we're gonna be focusing on their all-surface cleaner. So I'm gonna take this to a lot of different areas of the car, and everything that I've seen on this is really, really good. So Lithium Auto Elixirs, they put a lot of thought into their product. I haven't used enough of their products to say like, hey, they're like my absolute favorite or anything like that, but they don't have tons and tons of products. They're very methodical in how they think through the products that they roll out to market. So I'm very excited to try this, and let me share with you guys real quick some of the different things that I want to do with this, some of the different tests that I want to do, but we're going to be testing a few things here. If you guys are new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right after it. All right, so as you guys can see here, almost any stain on any surface, specifically formulated for leather, solvent-free. So a lot of people use this on their interior for leather, for plastics, through just about anything. But what I want to try to use it today is on the outside of the car. And let's see what this says. Remove practically any stain from any surface. Can you really go too far? Hyper Cleanse is the most effective all-purpose cleaner on the planet. It is the cleansing soulmate of leather, plastic, vinyl, carpet, and cloth. Actually, just about any surface you can find, yet remarkably contains no solvents or harmful ingredients which can harm or dry out surfaces. So from what it looks like, it is meant to be used mainly on interiors. I'm actually going to use this on a few different things. I'm gonna try this on my wheels. I'm gonna try this on my paint. I'm gonna try it on the inside of the car. We're gonna try it for all different purposes of what we're able to do. So I was able to spray down my Volkswagen R just at the spray car wash, and you guys can see there's still quite a bit of stuff on here, but I didn't wanna do a rinseless wash. So I am actually going to be spraying this on, and then I'm gonna be doing a rinseless wash. So some of you might in the comments be going, Austin, that's not what this product is for, but I want to test something a little bit different than what a lot of people have. So yeah, let's get after it. We will test this, and I can already see that I'm already starting to get some like specking on here. So it might be time to use an iron remover as well. But let's go ahead, give this a try and see how well it does. All right, I'm gonna focus kind of on the back of the car. This is where it really gets pretty hammered. Lithium, if you guys are watching this, I hope you guys aren't like, why is he testing our product doing this? Well, I want to do something that nobody else has done, or at least that I've seen. So I'm going to use this kind of as a pre-rinse to my rinseless wash. And let's just see how well it does. And let's see if it's starting to kind of, you know, emulsify. And I know my rinseless wash is going to do that too, but we're just testing out the product. We're having fun with it. So let's just go ahead and see what it is doing. All right, went ahead and sprayed it on all of the paint, everything. You can see it is starting to pull some of the dirt and different things off of there, which is what, you know, a multi-purpose kind of degreaser type thing would do. But I'm gonna go ahead. I love DIY rinseless right now. That's my favorite rinseless wash. You can see there, it's pulling down some of the dirt and different things, and my rinseless wash will take care of that too. I just wanted to see how well this could do, and honestly, this car's been pretty hammered the last few weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some DIY rinseless on it, do my normal rinseless wash. We'll move over to a wheel, move over to the interior, and this might be uses that are common of using this product, and some of it might be off-label, but right now I'm kind of using this as a little bit of a pre-rinse before I do my rinseless. DIY, man, if you guys haven't used this, I'm not big fanboy of all of their products, but their rinseless wash, just the kind of the apple scent, smells so good. All right, so here's the back of the car. Honestly, I think using it as just kind of a normal all-purpose cleaner, degreaser, that maybe just kind of a light pre-rinse, pre-wash, I don't see why you couldn't do it. Paint looks really clean. You guys kind of saw how this looked before, but between that and the DIY rinseless, I mean, it's pulled a lot of the crap off of the paint. So whether they advertise that you can do that, it doesn't say it on the bottle. Maybe it says on their website, but so far I think is a, you know, maybe just kind of a during the winter, or if your car's kind of caked with maybe some bugs, or, you know, maybe just has a little bit extra grime and you just want to kind of do just maybe a light pre-rinse, I think Hyper Cleanse can work great at that. I mean, this back was really dirty, and I mean, it feels smooth, it feels clean, it feels like it got all the debris off of there. So step one, using it kind of as a pre-rinse, so far a win. All right, next up for our off-label use, we are gonna be using this on my wheels. You can see the front ones, they are caked. I have not cleaned these wheels thoroughly in a while. So let's go ahead and see how well this does on wheels. And yeah. Man, I hate living where I do. It just, my cars get filthy so fast. And these calipers, these brakes really bring out a ton of brake dust. And plus also just the roads and just the nastiness. I normally don't drive my car out when it's the way it is, but my wife has recently started going to school, and so we've had to switch cars. So I got the van and she's got this, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that soak just for a minute. And I'm just gonna go around with just a really soft bristle brush. I will apply this to that. We'll see kind of sudsing, see what it kind of does, and then we will rinse it off and see how well this works as a wheel cleaner. So I'm mainly curious to see like the sudsing of it, which surprisingly is actually providing some pretty decent foam. Didn't expect that. I honestly thought it wouldn't be that foamy, just because it's not necessarily meant to be kind of that heavy duty wheel cleaner, but yeah. We'll just go around the tire while we're at it. And honestly, anything will pretty much clean wheels with enough elbow grease, but to have something you can use on your interior, on your glass, now perhaps on your exterior, it's kind of a game changer because it can kind of do a little bit of everything. I'm not going to worry too much about the barrels because I'm going to go over those much more at a later date, where I just want to maybe ceramic coat these and go over them really solid. So let me just make sure I got underneath all of these pretty good. Hate cleaning wheels. All right, so I don't know if this is the product or me, probably me, because the brush I had really just gets just kind of these faces, but as you can see there is nothing on my fingers. Looks clean. Yeah, that did pretty good. That did pretty good. I'd have to do more of an in-depth test to kind of verify everything, but for the most part, it didn't do too bad. And honestly, if you can watch there, I'm just going over that with my finger. That's not going, that's caked on there. Like, that needs an iron remover. So don't necessarily blame the product, because honestly, I wasn't able to get in there with my brush. But overall, as a wheel cleaner, if you're in a pinch and you need one, it works. All right, And also you can use it on your leather seats. So you can see it's got some dirt and stuff on there, but it's not supposed to crack or fade it out. A lot of all-purpose cleaners, you know, similar to, you know, the Auto Elixir product, it can dry out leather and it can crack it, and it doesn't help your leather, because when your leather starts to dry, you have cracking issues, you have fading issues, it can ruin it. So you really don't want something that, you want something that kind of leaves the leather just leaving status quo, nothing that dries it out. But that did some quick work of that. And honestly, just about anything would. I mean, it's just light surface dirt, but it doesn't feel dry. It just feels OEM, feels really nice. So overall, I would say I did good there. Let's see if I have any windows that are dirty that I could try it on the glass. Let me check out my other window. Another area that I want to do real quick are the door jambs. So you can see there, and I could be using my little detailing brush, but I don't have it near me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Just going to use my rag, and then I'll toss this rag after I'm done with it in my dirty rags. But you can see there was some dirt on it. Did really quick work of that. Leaves just a really nice satin finish, nothing glossy, nothing crazy. And let's see how it does here on the door jambs. You can see pretty dirty, pretty caked. Man, that just was slick, almost like it was ceramic coated, like it. And it's not. These door jambs, I didn't ceramic coat the door jambs, but it really made light work of that. Really impressed. That made that really easy to clean up. You guys can see there. Looks really good. And honestly, this is the second product from Lithium that I've tried, and overall, I am really impressed. Like, to have something that can be used on so many different surfaces. And like, what I get nervous about is just about anything can clean down here. But when it comes to the different products that you use, you want something that provides that lubrication so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't scratch things. But like, that felt like really smooth, really slick. Didn't feel like I was dragging any rocks or any stuff kind of along there. So yeah, as you guys can see, that's kind of the finish that it left on there. Really just nice OEM looking. And then here, cleaned up my door jambs. Awesome. So I'm curious on a couple things. We've done the leather. I want to do it on like some plastic. I hate this dark plastic on cars because it just makes it almost impossible. And we might try it on an infotainment screen. We might get brave. And I also want to try it on some glass. So let me go ahead, switch sides. Let me see if I have a window that's a little bit more dirty or streaky. Perhaps that is on the outside. Yeah, that's on the outside. Okay, let me check my other windows and see if I have one that I can do. This back here always gets pretty nasty. Let's see if we have some dirt back here that perhaps maybe I can go over. So you can see there. Let me go get a new rag. All right, let's go over this. Once again, really smooth, like just, it doesn't feel like you're just dragging it across the paint and scratching it. It feels like there's some lubrication there, which is really nice. I like that it doesn't really leave any type of a sheen. It's just kind of a nice clean look. But yeah, that does the job. That is actually pretty strong. It does a really nice job. All right, let's go around, maybe look another door jamb or two. You guys can see down here, this is pretty nasty. Now in terms of like smell, it really doesn't have much of a smell. It just kind of has an all-purpose cleaner smell. If you guys have used any all-purpose cleaners, I know that's not descriptive at all, but at the end of the day, it's just, that's what it smells like. It doesn't really have a smell. So it's not bad. I like products that have like a really good smell to it. I don't really expect that from all-purpose cleaners, but if you're looking for something that's like the best smelling product on the market, it's not hyper cleanse, but it's not bad. It doesn't, and that's okay. Like if it doesn't smell great, then I don't want it to smell bad. And that's kind of where we're at. It doesn't smell bad, doesn't smell great. Just kind of neutral. So kind of nice that way. All right, let's go ahead. Let me change up my rag. and let's go over some of these high touch areas and see how well it can clean those. All right, so you guys can see here, look at all these smudges, look at all these fingerprints. A problem I have with a lot of interior detailers is, especially on this piano black finish, you can just see how streaky it is. I have some detailers I can never wipe off, so I'm really hoping this is just kind of a, you know, non-residue, just like makes it really easy to wipe off. Once again, I'd probably have my detail brush, but I don't have it near me, so I'm just going to kind of do this section, just wipe it off. And yeah, there's no product right there. No smudging. That's great. Like, I love that. Because honestly, when I detail customers' cars, I like trying different products just to see like how good they do. But one thing I don't like is when products are just really, really streaky, especially on like piano black finishes, because then I spend 5 and 6 and 8 times going over them, and that is not fun for anybody. But yeah, overall, it doesn't streak like a lot of other products that are out there. You guys can see just how scratched up this gets, and I just don't know what these car manufacturers think when they put piano black into cars. It's not good for anybody. It just isn't, and it just doesn't look good. It just scratches so easy, and I try to be very cautious, very careful. I know my car's filthy right now. It's normally not this dirty, but overall, if you have kind of like some sensitive, you know, piano black finishes, you guys can see, other than the scratches that I have on it, which, man, I've only had this car a few thousand miles, but yeah, it already has a lot of scratches on there. So, all right, let's go ahead. We'll move to the next section that we're gonna do. But overall, piano black, it does a good job with. All right, now we're getting crazy. We're gonna go ahead and we are gonna do the my LCD screen here. It says you can use it on pretty much any surface, so you guys can see a few fingerprints there. Got a different cloth here. I don't like to go over these areas a lot. Just making sure I get it dry. You guys can see it took all of those fingerprints off of there. If you're seeing like any kind of like spider webbing, I just wash these towels, so I don't know like how well, you know, they are necessarily, I think they're leaving behind like some fibers, but it took all of those fingerprints off of the screen. So I'll kind of come in here to the side just so you guys can see, but this is just the area I went over before my car turned on. But it took any fingerprint smudge. You guys saw how many were on there, but look how awesome that did, like on an LCD screen. And I'm always nervous doing LCD screens because they're getting bigger and you scratch them, they don't look good, but you guys can see the reflection there. That is what it looked like after just going over it with a couple sprays, wiping off. So that did awesome. Yeah, let me try and find some glass. The problem is my glass is really clean, and I don't want to be like, oh, hey, it cleaned glass really well, when all of a sudden my glass isn't dirty at all. I'm sorry guys, I cleaned my windows in this car. You know, here's what I can do is maybe I can just leave some fingerprints on my mirror and see if maybe I can get this. No, I don't want to do that. That's not going to be a completely fair test. I'll have to test it, guys, on some glass when my glass gets dirty. You know what? My wife's van. I can come over here in my wife's van. Guarantee you this thing is always dirty. If you're watching this, dear, I love you. But let's go ahead. You guys can see it's got all of these streaks, and this is on the inside of the glass. So focus. You guys can see right there. That's on the inside of the glass, so we could do that one. That's definitely dirty, and I need to get a new rag, especially if I'm doing glass. Let's check out this one. Okay, yeah, even better. We're gonna do this guy. So let me go ahead and just apply this on here. I mean, the smell, it's decent. It's just a nice clean scent. Let me go ahead and get a different rag. Man, paint's popping. All right, let's go ahead and get a different rag here. All right. So new fresh rag. I could bring another one with me. That's usually my preferred method when doing windows. But let's just go ahead and give it one pass. You guys kind of saw before what this window looked like. This isn't specifically a glass this isn't specifically a glass dude, I can't talk. This isn't a glass drying towel. So just know, and you guys, we're gonna get a little bit of here on here just because we had a little bit extra. Happy little trees there, happy little trees. But let's see how well this was able to clean the glass. You guys were able to see it had some fingerprints and some smudges on there. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the reflection. And gosh, I need to do something different with my towels because you guys can see like the little fibers on the window. I know it looks dirty, and it's also because the outside of the window is dirty, but overall, all the smudges that were on there when we went there are gone. All these like little things that you're seeing like right there, all that is just the microfibers from my towels, but that is good. I actually have a dedicated glass drying towel. Dude, I can't even freaking talk. Glass drying towel. And I'm not the biggest fan of them. So let me do it one more time. But it did get all the smudges off there. I'm not just trying to be like, hey, this product's the best thing. It'll, you know, it'll cure cancer. It'll do everything. As you can see, it'll just kind of leave an OEM type finish down here. Yeah, so the outside of the glass is dirty, but the inside, it actually works great as a glass cleaner. Like, and you guys can, I mean, just to show you, I mean, these windows are dirty. So you guys can see there, kind of my path right there. These windows are definitely dirty. You can see on the outside, but man, that removed all the smudges. I don't like glass cleaners. I struggle to find ones that I like, but it cleans glass really good too. And here, while we're here, and this door is kind of gross and nasty. This is just a glass drying towel, but I'll go ahead and use it anyways. Man, I'm impressed, guys. This product is my first time using it. They did not sponsor this video. They gave me this product to try, and I try to be very fair with all my reviews, but you guys can see there, it just tackled some caked on dirt. You can see my wife's van gets nasty. What I'm surprised about is the lubrication that it has when I used it on paint. Did a really good job on paint. Like, normally, sometimes when I use detailers and stuff and different things, I get a little bit nervous. It feels kind of draggy that you're dragging stuff on there. But, I mean, it does great. And that's the finish. I mean, it's just a nice satin, not greasy, not slimy type finish to it. So, guys, I'm going to be using this on a lot more things, but maybe I used it for some off-the-shelf ideas here where I used it kind of as a pre-treatment, a pre-rinse. I used it on the wheel. Let's go ahead and look over at the wheel. Maybe it's dried up a little bit. You guys can see it on the wheel. It did a really good job for where it got into. Cleaned off some stuff off the tires, definitely pulled some dirt off of there. I used it on door jambs, I used it on leather, I used it on LCD screens, I used it on some high-touch piano black trim areas, and it did really good. This is a great product. You can't beat this. It is a great all-surface, all-purpose cleaner. If you guys are a detailer, or if you won't like, I don't like having 85 different products, you know, and to be able to have a product that if you're at a customer site and you need something that can kind of do everything, HyperCleanse is a great way to go. You know, as I was watching some of their videos online, and I'll just show you guys the paint. Let's walk around this. Look how good this looks. As I was watching a lot of their videos online, especially about HyperCleanse, you know, they were basically saying, this thing does everything. It does everything. And, oh, look at that. That's the money shot right there. They're saying it does everything, and I'm always skeptical when brands say that, just because not every product, everybody wants their products to do amazing, but Lithium puts a lot of research into it. I put it to the test on this car. If you guys have used this product, let me know what you think, but if you get stuck in a jam and you're on a customer site and you need a product that does something for everything, even outside of the car, inside of the car, glass, LCD screens, piano black finish, pre-rinse on your car, this does a really, really good job. I am thoroughly impressed, and I will be buying this product. So if you guys have used this, let me know what you think. This has Gone in 60 Detailing. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.